Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. Nearing the midway point of this season, Week 5 in our coverage of EA Sports College football. It's the Maryland Terrapins and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, it is a wild scene here down on the field. The home coach has told me pregame he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Huskers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Terrapins offense will go to work first. And this junior tight end is a steady, productive piece of their attack. They say the tight end's always open, and he seems to always be, and he's always making big plays. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions.
There's a lot of great attributes about a tight end, like the size, the physicality. This guy, though, what sticks out the most is the speed. You want to play him man-to-man, put a linebacker on him, that's a problem. You put a safety on him, he's still got good enough speed and size to go win. Palmer, this guy, they put him everywhere, and he wins because of that blazing speed.
It's really crazy to think about that he might actually be their fastest.
Snags it, and he's open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Washington. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Looking downfield. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try the right side. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up second and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So
breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
Today's game in football, it's about getting your speedsters in space. Why? Because you let them do the rest. You get them the football quickly, let them break tackles. You see so many times them making plays after the catch. So hard to stop.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Cornhuskers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Huskers have it with a first and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The run inside. It's Williams. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Keep it on the ground. There's a crease. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The give is to Williams. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Hand off from the shotgun. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield, it's Washington. He wants to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're dealing with a second and long. Running inside, it's Williams. Makes a man miss. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Durr. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Offensive linemen are offensive linemen for a reason. They're not as fast as those guys on the edge. And you can see that defensive end came screaming off the edge, got to the quarterback before that O-lineman could do anything about it. Nice job of that defensive end. Scoop them sacks, baby.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. At the 35, he's loose. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Third and short now from their own 48. Motion from the wideout. To throw, it's Calandria. Got the quick pass. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Making side adjustments here. From the gun, running back on the move. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they take it in for 6 more points. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Terrapins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll keep it on the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Pulls it in. It's Hunter. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Six-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now on 2nd down. Right back to the well. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Quick completion on the out route. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Husker! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
The short hands, it's Durham. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Back to pass, it's Washington. right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about themselves.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5. Maryland uses its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He's going to run it. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Right down the boulevard. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 20 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Fires to the tight end. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Terrapins want to pick up the tempo.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Makes the catch. It's Durham. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Well, this defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the slant.
They'll run play action. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there. And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. Get your receivers open to try to make plays in the passing.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And the Huskers will punt it away on 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15.
Man, that kicker came inches away from hitting a PB. That thing almost cleared the crossbar. Wow.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Terrapins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught behind the line. It's Durr. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. A strike downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got enough for the first. There's some room. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. To the air, it's Washington. Big fella moving. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Maryland! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Let's see what he can do with the return. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Puts it out of the air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on the line to his wide receiver.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Huskers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Running game got it done on the last play, and now it's first down. To the air, it's Washington. Quarterback moving. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's first and 10 from the 39. Throws to the tight end. That's caught. It's Fleming. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Terrapins want to move quickly. Run in the red zone. It's Williams. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Forced out of the pocket. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. On the direct snap, it's Barney. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Got a man, it's Barney. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got the back in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They're looking to throw on second and short. And here's the third interception of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their own.
Looking for the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They'll move the tight end. Caught by Williams on the right. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Washington. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and his defense has set them up in scoring position. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Barney. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. The offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hunter. That'll be a first down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one. Maryland uses its second timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that. Might have a chance. He got the first down. He found the corner, and that'll do it for this one. The Terps will use their last timeout. They can't stop it again. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. On second and goal, they go right back to him. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Nebraska! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Washington. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck zero, and the ball game is over. All business today for this ball club. They come out, and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game,